Test match. Has that been a good thing for the team, or would you have rather got back at it a bit sooner after the 2 days at the Gabba?
Yeah, obviously you never want to have such a big break, but luckily we got some facilities back in Brisbane again. I had a training session there 2 years, so guys been active and been busy, so we haven't been chilling at home and not doing anything. Yeah.
Anrich, just wondering, what have you guys kind of done? I know Dean had spoken about you going away and sort of switching your heads off cricket, I guess, for a couple of days, but how have you coped as a squad with what happened in Brisbane?
Yeah, so the last game, it's probably not even a session, probably half a session, and the game could have been different, could have been in a winning position. That's how quick things were happening, so you can't really take too much. You can't look at losing by 6 wickets and say it's a big margin. On that wicket it might have been a very small margin, so it's hard to say. We're not really focused on the last game, we're focused on what's going to come up now, trying to prepare again. Everyone's in a really good space, mentally wise and physically, mentally, everyone feels like it's in a good space, the team itself as well, so we're just looking forward to getting on and starting the game now.
The way you finished that last test, in particular, the way you bowled demands, you looked pretty fired up and it looked like you might have been trying to send the Aussies a bit of a message. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, fair statement, yeah. I wanted to make sure that it's not going to be an easy 30, or what was it, 32, so we wanted to make sure that it's going to be hard to get it. KG bowled really well on the one side, and just coming hard as we can during that session or during that short little time out there and making it uncomfortable, and I thought sort of went alright according to what we wanted to do.
And just getting yourself into that mindset that you did in that second dig, should we expect more of that at the MC?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Obviously the Gabba pitch was conducive for fast bowling. What are you expecting from the MCG pitch?
Well, I have to wait and see. You can't really go into history too much, but seems like a good wicket, seems like decent pace and bounce, so don't think there would be as much side movement as we had at the Gabba in Brisbane, so so hopefully just for our side, just try and stick to the basics. I know it's simple to say, but for us, just try and stick to the basics and use our bounces as a bowling unit. Don't think there's going to be massive demons in the wicket. It's not my experience speaking. I've never played here, so I can't really say. But we think it's going to be a good contest.
David Warner's, struggling for runs at the moment. He's got his back against the wall. What can he expect from the bowling attack?
Yeah, like we mentioned now, I don't think we're going to change anything compared to the second innings. We're going to try and sort of come out the same way we did in the second innings as well. So, it's not going to be as easy. Like I said, there was a lot happening on the wicket. But as long as we can sort of try and stick to our sort of strengths, stick to our standards, it should be good.
Cool, we're just on the side. Sorry.
So you took going back to the second innings there, you took the new ball. Is that something that, at times you guys do kind of rotated around? Is that something you enjoyed doing? And just about the length, apart from the short pitch stuff, do you think you guys got the length right this year?
Yes, there was maybe a few stages here and there where we might have been off a little bit, but I think all in all on the wicket it was, we've got obviously certain plans and certain players as well, so I think the length wasn't really too big of an issue. Guys were still nicking off from different lengths, it was just getting the lines correctly, but what was your start of the question again? Oh, the new ball. Yeah, I wanted to say there's something else. The new ball. It's obviously we quite a big group of fast bowlers, and everyone sort of, I think, can bowl with the new ball. For me, I've generally been the guy to go first change. Probably don't see that changing too much, but it was just in the moment, a thing in the moment, and I really enjoyed it. I do enjoy it. I've been working really hard to try and sort of be more effective with the new ball. Thought it came out decently, like bowling with the new ball, but I think all in all the plan would be going back to how we started with that.
Cool, we're going to go Andrew, then William.
The four of you, the four fast bowlers, you all bring something different to the attack. Obviously, Marco's are left on, but how do you work together as a unit? There's a lot of conversation that goes on in the middle during a game to make sure you're all sort of thinking the same way about your plans.
Yeah, we try to communicate quite a bit on the field. Off the field, it's more about what we sort of see for how we're going to go about against certain batters. But I think on the field it's more about just trying to focus on what's working for maybe a particular bowler. Like you say, we're covering sort of all aspects with the bowlers. Some swing it, some bowl fast, some skill, left arm. So you cover quite a big basis, and everyone can't do the same thing, but just to try and sort of get an idea on the field of what the right thing is to do, or what we feel, maybe KG, myself, whoever, Lungi, whoever it is, what they feel in that moment, what the right thing to do is, and then we try to commit to that. So that's mostly our chat, I would say.
Did you get the feeling the Aussies were uncomfortable with the short ball?
Yeah, it definitely looked like it. I mean, it's never nice getting a ball past your head at high speed. So it definitely looked like it at stages. We just need to be on it again and try and sort of simulate that.
What about personally? Do you get the sense that the Aussies are scared of you?
No, I'm not saying anyone is scared of me, but I just think all in all, or in general, getting a ball at 140, 150 past your head, it's not comfortable. Whether you're the best puller or the best player in the world, it's still uncomfortable. In a certain situation, you could possibly hit someone, and yeah, just sort of take their feet away. So that's the goal of a bouncer. But yeah, there's always that. You never know when it's going to come, and that's the great thing about Test cricket. At least there's 2 bouncers in an over as well, so that makes life a little bit easier for us. Not easier, but a little bit more, gives you a little bit more to play with.
In your experience, when you come up an opposition player who's struggling for runs, such as David Warner, does it give the bowling lineup added impetus that if you crack one early, you can really dig in and make life uncomfortable and take 3 or 4 early wickets?
It's not really. I won't say it's really whether a guy's scoring runs or not. You still have to sort of do the job. You still have to try and execute. It could be Kawaja, whoever else might go out first. So not really focused on that, but just trying to focus on where we need to land the ball, what we need to do to execute it. So personally, and I think most of the boys as well, us bowlers, that's sort of the thought pattern, to try and just focus on what we need to do and how we need to go about things. Not too worried about who's in form and who's not, because it could change. Just takes one ball or guy could score 100 again. So not really too focused on that, yes.
Cool, take one more minute.
It seems from the outside Warner could be a bit of a target, an emotional target for you guys. Is that true? Is that right? Getting his wicket?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, he's a big player. I think getting his wicket is always nice to get the wicket and to get him out. He is a dangerous player. There's a lot of dangerous players in the Australian team currently, and it's just, I won't say it's a specific name that pops up, but it's just all in all, just as a unit trying to get the wickets. Yeah.
Cool, we've got one more over here. Obviously there's been a lot of talk about the batting. Kyle in Brisbane said that you guys as a bowling unit give them confidence because they sort of feel like you can defend anything. So obviously that was too small a target to defend, but is that what you think? You talk about some teams say they can chase anything. Do you feel that you can defend almost anything?
We definitely back ourselves on the bowling department. I think we haven't played as many test matches, but in general as a bowling unit, but most of us have played quite a lot of domestic 4-day cricket. So playing with the red ball, it's a massive difference. It's a hell of a jump coming to Test cricket, but we sort of back ourselves in that department. We feel like we've sort of worked out some of the things in our game as bowlers. Sort of know what to do in certain situations, and we've got like we said earlier, we've got a big variety: left arm, right arm, skill, swing. So we sort of back ourselves in that department. We back ourselves in batting as well, but like you say, we do. As a bowling unit, I think we do back ourselves to try and defend small totals.